Operations at the MIC Institute Laventille Technology Center are being hindered by an apparent turf clash. The concern arose as officials of the MIC appeared before Parliament's Joint Select Committee on Monday. Janine Browne reports.
The Laventille Technology Center is located along the Eastern Main Road and, because of its close proximity, facilitates mainly students from the Beetham and Laventille communities. But according to an official of the institute, accommodating students from both areas in the same space has proven to be challenging.
We have found it necessary that it is challenging for us to have both groups of persons in the Laventille Technology because it leads to fighting and so forth. So most times, and the students or their parents will come and tell you that they cannot access training in that center because of the warring between the factions in those areas.
The situation has led the institute to request the presence of armed officers at the site, a precautionary measure that costs an additional $7,000 per week. Citing the fact that government subventions to MIC have been cut by 50% over the last 3 years, MIC's chairman, Professor Clement Imbert, says the figure isn't exactly easy to pay out.
What we have discussed at MIC is that we could offer training to the TTPS to offset that huge amount that we have to pay for that protection.
Back in September 2018, the MIC was one of 3 tertiary institutions who signed an MOU with the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service to provide university-level training to officers at the police academy. But at present, any assistance offered by MIC to the TTPS is done pro bono. Professor Imbert is hoping both parties can come to some sort of agreement in trading services. Janine Browne, TTT News.
Meanwhile, Police Commissioner Gary Griffith says the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is not in the process of bartering their services. TTT contacted Commissioner Griffith via WhatsApp for his response on the statements by officials at MIC. Mr. Griffith said there are hundreds of similar state boards, communities, neighborhoods and organizations, both private and public, that seek 24/7 police presence. He added that's obviously impossible, and the TTPS has to utilize its strength and resources and in an effective manner. The top cop added, however, as with all stakeholders, he's more than willing to meet for discussion.